Welcome in, glad to see you on my channel again. And today I will start from the topic of previous video, so of course check it out. But what I want to talk about this time is a bit different. And it will be rather a question or thesis: how do we program ourselves to have this result-oriented thinking, to chase short-time wins in everything we experience in life instead of creating it? And I'm not going to speak here about a long-run thinking, rather what actually is creating at all. Creating is not just attracting or planning something, it's a consistent action, a conscious choice, and first and foremost, our relationship with ourselves, a perpetual state. Manly P. Hall, a great thinker of 20th century, Mason and a researcher of ancient mysteries, has once defined the two philosophical approaches to astrology, where we have geocentric model versus the heliocentric one. The important point to be remembered is that when the sun was said to be in a certain sign of the zodiac, the ancients really meant that the sun occupied the opposite sign and cast its long ray into the house in which they enthroned it. Therefore, when it is said that the sun is in Taurus, it means astronomically that the sun is in the sign opposite to Taurus, which is Scorpio. This resulted in two distinct schools of philosophy, one geocentric and exoteric, the other heliocentric and esoteric. While the ignorant multitudes worshipped the house of the sun's reflection, which in the case described would be the bull, the wise revered the house of the sun's actual dwelling, which would be the scorpion or the serpent, the symbol of the concealed spiritual mystery. And despite that, although he was writing mainly in context of the concept of astrological ages, the topic I also bring up in my own research, it applies to everyday life as well and to archetype way of thinking I describe in a book I'm working now on too. As in terms of the scientific accuracy of astronomy and considering that astrology, on the contrary, is the occult knowledge or science, if you wish. We will soon dive in depth of it someday, but this is really and completely not the same. So we have tropical zodiac where the actual astronomical nuances are not taken into consideration, and which is based mostly on collective perceptions of correlations closer to the so-called geocentric model, and on the other hand, the sidereal one, which means simply stellar, or Vedic astrology where there is more correct alignment with natural cycles, but still it reflects the more social view on our personality. And if we will look at our own Vedic chart without all of the religious prejudices of Eastern esotericism from perspective of heliocentric model, we could find out that we are not so much driven by externally determined impulses in the way we perceive our daily life, as these same principles take certain hold over our mind, so we think this is our own thoughts.